To talk about the iPhone 5S, the oldest iPhone to run the latest software from Apple. I wanted to talk about it. It is 2019. This device is going to be 6 years old in September of this year. So I want to talk about software, how the device has kept up, design, and overall performance of this device. So let's begin. So first I want to talk about design. I believe this iPhone is one of Apple's best designs till date. The boxy look, the square shape, the almost sharp edges, sort of what they went back to with the iPads, just look very nice, feels very comfortable. The 4-inch display, very easy to use, and no camera hump. So it looks very, very sleek, unlike new iPhones that have that huge camera hump. This device, no camera hump, sleek, and nice looking. Next, I want to talk about software. Software support is here. The iPhone 5S is running the latest versions of iOS 12 with all the latest bells and whistles. You're not missing out on a whole lot with this device in regards to software. Keep in mind, this device is going on 6 years and it still runs the latest versions of iOS, including a long press on the screen to mimic 3D touch-like actions. Again, performance is good, battery has improved, and Apple has done a really good job with iOS 12 on the iPhone 5S. You'll continue to have software support in regards to security patches, and all those good things will still be in place with this device because it is running the latest versions of iOS 12. So in terms of software, it's still up to date. Going on 6 years later, it will still be running a very advanced mobile operating system with all the security patches in place, which is a total plus. I also want to talk about value. You can purchase an iPhone 5S in 2019 anywhere from $100 to $300 price point, depending on the storage configuration that you choose. And that's relatively inexpensive. I wouldn't recommend this device as a primary device, but if you're gifting this, let's say to a teenager, maybe you're a parent and you want to gift them a starter phone, this is a great alternative. Anywhere from $100 to $300, it runs the latest software with all the latest bells and whistles. Performance is good. It's a really nice design device, and you can choose 3 different colors. You can choose the space gray, silver, and gold as well. It's very comfortable to hold. It's a 4-inch display, so again, a very awesome starter phone if you want to gift this to, again, a teenager or something like that, a family member to start. This is a great phone. Now let's talk about software. As I mentioned before, in regards to software, the device is running the latest iOS 12 and will continue to run iOS 12 with all the latest updates that come for this software. Security patches will still be in place. Performance is very good, and battery is also very good in iOS 12 on the iPhone 5S. However, this device is going to be 6 years old in September, and throughout the September month, Apple releases the next major version of iOS, and this year will be iOS 13. There's a big question here. This device will be 6 years in September. iOS 13 will most likely ship in September of this year. Will Apple support this device with iOS 13? And in my opinion, I don't believe they will. So in regards to new features and softwares coming to this device, I think this is the last year cycle. iOS 12 is the last cycle for this device, which is again why I don't recommend it as a primary device, more of a starter device. You'll still get security patches. Apple may release smaller software updates for iOS 12 to keep this device secure in that front. But in regards to new features, as much as I want this device to carry over to iOS 13, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't believe iOS 13 will be on the iPhone 5S in September later this year. We'll have to wait and see. We'll know for sure around the June timeframe when we see the first beta. If the first beta is deployed